So you think Easter's just chocolate bunnies, egg hunts, and your grandma making that dry-ass ham again? Think again. Easter is a chaotic blend of pagan rituals, Christian resurrection, capitalist candy explosions, and cosmic calendar math. Let's get into it. Easter has trust issues. It changes its date every year. You'd think a holiday celebrating the resurrection of Jesus would be consistent, but nope. Easter Sunday falls on the first Sunday after the first full moon after the spring equinox. It's basically astrology meets theology. One year it's in March, the next it's late April. Jesus said, "Catch me if you can." The name Easter might not even be Christian. The word Easter is believed to come from Eostri, the Anglo-Saxon goddess of spring and fertility. And guess what her sacred animal was? A hare. Not a rabbit, a hare. Which leads us to... The Easter Bunny is basically a pagan fertility mascot. The hare symbolized fertility because they, multiply like crazy. German Lutherans brought the tradition of the Osterhase to America in the 1700s. The bunny was originally a judgmental little freak who would only give eggs to well-behaved children. So basically Santa's springtime narc cousin. Before bunnies, some cultures had a fox or even a stork deliver eggs. Eggs were banned during Lent in medieval Europe. Yep, eggs, dairy, and meat were considered too indulgent for Lent, so when Easter hit, people went off. That's why eggs became a celebratory food. By Easter, everyone was like, "Give me the damn omelet!" Decorating eggs predates Christianity. Ancient Persians painted eggs for Nowruz, the spring equinox. Ukrainians have pizanki, elaborately dyed eggs using wax and natural dyes. Christians just rolled up and said, "Yeah, we'll take that." Mary Magdalene might have started the red egg tradition. Legend has it she told the Roman Emperor Tiberius that Christ had risen. He mocked her, saying, "He'll rise when that egg in your hand turns red." Poof, it turned red, whether it happened or not. Dramatic flair, 10 out of 10. The world's largest Easter egg hunt involved 501,000 eggs, held in Winter Haven, Florida in 2007. Thousands of kids battled in the sun for sugar-covered glory. I don't know what happened after, but I'm guessing tears and bee stings. The world's tallest chocolate Easter egg was taller than a giraffe. In Italy, 2011, it stood 34 feet tall and weighed over 15,000 pounds. That's not an egg, that's a cocoa monument. Peeps are basically sugar-coated hate crimes. They're one of the most divisive candies in America. Love them or hate them, over 1.5 billion Peeps are produced every year. And somehow, they never expire. Ever. Immortal little marshmallow monsters. In some countries, bells, not bunnies, deliver Easter joy. In France and parts of Belgium, church bells fly to Rome for blessings and return with candy. Yes, flying bells. Don't question it. Egg rolling is a White House tradition. Started in 1878 by President Rutherford B. Hayes. Now every year, kids push eggs across the lawn with spoons while politicians pretend this is normal behavior. In Norway, people read Easter crime novels. It's a whole genre called paskekrim. They broadcast crime dramas and release murder mysteries on milk cartons. Dark, weird, and kind of iconic. Australians tried to replace the Easter bunny. Because rabbits are an invasive species down under, they launched a campaign to make the Easter bilby a thing. It didn't totally catch on, but bless the effort. Pretzels were once Easter food. In the 600s, monks baked them as a symbol of prayer, with arms crossed over the chest. They were also Lent approved because they're egg-free. Egg knocking is an actual sport. In parts of Europe and the southern US, people play a game where they knock hard-boiled eggs together to see whose egg cracks last. Winner gets bragging rights and probably cholesterol. Hot cross buns were once illegal. Queen Elizabeth I banned them outside Good Friday, Christmas, and funerals. People hid them or baked them in secret. Black market buns, baby. Some people believe Easter Island is named for the holiday. Spoiler, it is. Dutch explorers landed there on Easter Sunday in 1722. The islanders were like, "Thanks for the name," and smallpox. Jesus wasn't the only god with a resurrection story. Mithras, Osiris, Adonis, ancient mythologies were full of resurrection narratives. Easter just put better branding on it. Lamb is traditional Easter food because of the Passover tie-in. Jesus is called the Lamb of God, and lamb was also a sacred Passover dish. The symbolism is heavy and delicious. Easter was once more popular than Christmas. For the first few centuries of Christianity, Easter was the holiday. Christmas only got big later thanks to, marketing. In Poland, they throw water on people for Easter. It's called Smigus Dingus. Boys douse girls with water and vice versa. It's flirty, it's chaotic, and it's a great excuse for a squirt gun fight. Jesus may have been crucified on a Wednesday. Some scholars argue the traditional Friday to Sunday timeline doesn't match 3 days and 3 nights. They suggest Wednesday crucifixion and Saturday resurrection. Let the comment wars begin.